What's up, folks? We're back with another one, and this time I'm showing you how to make my marksman rifle. This right here is perfect for clearing out Lamang from a distance. They'll never see you coming. So without further ado, it's time for Gray Zone Warfare, weapon builds with Kornbread. All right, let's start by building a fundamental understanding of what it is that we're trying to build here. Once again, this is a marksman rifle, not a sniper rifle. The difference lies in your engagement range, where a marksman rifle is used for about 300 to 600 meters, and a sniper rifle will be used for that and beyond. All right, when working in a small team, the marksman rifle is a bit more effective as you could lower the scope of your optic and then shorten the range of the engagement in which you're about to get into. If you didn't know before, use the page up key and the page down key to adjust the zeroing range of your optic and your weapon. You must do this every time you enter a new server. All right, let's start with the most important part of this build, and that is the loot only 20-inch barrel. You would find this attached to M4s and those firearms crate, those military firearm crates that got those M4s in them that you just sell. Make sure you inspect them and see if they have this 20-inch barrel. All right, let's make our way to the man himself, Gunny, and purchase our DDM4. This is the base platform for what we're gonna make. We're gonna look at this gas block. We're gonna notice that it has 5% increase to muzzle device efficiency, and that's all it has. We're gonna throw it away. The stock that comes with this weapon is perfectly fine, as it has recoil control at 6% and weapon handling at 6%. I'm just not a fan of flat dark earth colorway, so not for me. Now this right here might be where some of you go, Kornbread, what? I know you love the Daniel Defense vertical foregrip. You see that 22% increased recoil control and you go crazy. Me personally, I don't like to lose the 5% to ergonomics, nor do I like to lose the 7% to weapon handling, so we're throwing this away. All right, so you remember that low profile gas block I told you to throw away? Then go to Gunny, get you a JPGS ND gas block. This how has 7% muzzle device efficiency as opposed to the plus 5%, as well as a 6% increase to your fire rate, which doesn't really matter here, but we do get an extra 2% on our muzzle device efficiency, which once again affects the overall performance of your weapon. Now the MOE stock with the butt pad is going to give you 10% increased recoil control and plus 6% the weapon handling. This is 4% more in recoil control than the base stock that comes with the weapon. In terms of our optic, we're going to go with the Voodoo 3.5 to 18 times. This has a sighting range of up to 1,000 meters. You're not going to need that much range. Stick to about 300 to 400 meters. We're going to go with the angled foregrip 2 for this weapon. That's 15% increase to your recoil control and plus 4% to your weapon handling with no negatives. Once again, this is why I like it more than the vertical foregrip. Don't let that 22% get to you. In terms of suppressors for this build, we're going with the RC1 suppressor. There's really no other option. Let me explain why. In 5.56 suppressor comparison, the RC1 is just better for marksman builds. This is because it has a higher accuracy modifier than the others, as well as a higher percentage in muzzle device efficiency, but the Mark 1 has higher muzzle device efficiency overall. This is due to the base Vulcan M1 flash hider having a plus 20% muzzle device efficiency. However, every percent counts when it comes to accuracy, even if it is only 1%. The Daniel Defense RIS2 12-inch handguard is perfectly fine for this weapon. Just throw on your favorite tactical devices and call that part a day. For pure aesthetic purposes and the fact that it's just a marksman rifle, a 20-round mag is perfectly fine for this. Right here, I've compiled my gun parts list as well as the subtotal for how much this gun will cost. Now let's hit Lamang and see this weapon in action. And as we fly off for some nighttime shooting, it's time for a moment from our sponsors. Loadout, premium pork luncheon meat, a culinary delight crafted from the finest succulent pork, may contain traces of milk, nuts, shellfish, and asbestos. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and follow your boy on Twitch. If you're having an issue sighting in an optic, you can always pull up your map, mark where you see somebody, and use that. And now that I've shown you how to pick apart the main from a distance, go forth and conquer, my friends. Happy hunting.